think you probably want to be over here on the right, I think. Ah, shoot. There we go. Check your lines, check your angles. What's that?
How do we get that to show our game? It's not showing.
On the iPad?
Yeah, it's only showing the JV and varsity.
Well, I mean, Dan, you need a code or something? Do we need a code or something? Or? I don't know.
I'll let you guys figure that out.
Okay. All right.
So logged in this high school only game?
It's like high school only.
Paper when I was a kid. All right to it.
I don't like the stress.
We don't either.
It never works.
Shit.
Might as well log out because it's not working. It's scared to log out.
All right. Here, League's iPad. That's
Anyways.
right there.
Sure, at least in case I have to at some point.
Oh, it's right down there. It's right down there. There it is.
Share the burden.
MG8GARBSF.
I can ask Zoe.
All right, here it is. MG8GARBSF. Okay. MG8 GARBSF.
Zoe.
Did I write that down correctly?
You gotta do iPad dash.
Oh, it's actually, you have to write iPad dash? Oh, I didn't think that was part of the, all right. Where's the dash? Where the hell's the dash? That? There it is. There it is. Okay.
And game.
Where are we here?
If you guys got it in, we can handle it.
Yeah, it's here. It's
That's last one. So now do this.
load from schedule. Ah, there we go. Egan Blue, Cottage
I only do
Grove.
it once you log me out.
Got it.
I just need to log in. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
God
now we can get
Bless your hurts. Oh, youth hockey is so much fun. And every so often, a little bit of chaos drops into your lights on. What? Your lights on. What? I got it working. Oh, youth hockey. You can't beat it. Woo! All right. All right, folks, thanks for joining us this morning on the live stream. It is just after Christmas, and the hockey gods fit to bestow upon us an early morning Sunday morning game here on the 28th of December. Today's matchup for your U10B1 Spartacats are the Cottage Grove Wolfpack. Wolfpack in their dark greens with a sharp white and black trim. Spartacats in their home whites with the blue trim red numbers. 12 minutes on the clock, and we are underway here from Woog Arena. Early offside there as Olsen, looks like Olsen, Shack, and Bauman, I believe, are your forwards. Olsen, Shack, Bauman, your forwards with, check it, Olsen is playing defense along with Kron. So Olsen and Kron at the defense. Scott, Bauman, and Shack are your forwards. It's played there by Scott. Here comes Zoe Scott through neutral ice. Hits the Jets, ran into Bauman far side. Bauman with the puck now, tries to slide it in across into the zone. Bauman tries to keep it in. It pops out for Donahue fresh off the bench. 11:24 to go here, first period. All the enthusiasm this morning being supplied by the Coca-Cola Corporation. It has been a challenging weekend. And in the event we play on, and here's Bauman far side battling. This one comes to the middle. Shack can't quite get to it. Kron goes for the poke check, but that slides down behind Ruth J. War's cage. J. War starting in goal. This is Olsen circling. Olsen with a head of steam up the near side. Feeds Donahue. That slips out. And offside against the Wolfpack will bring the face-off to neutral ice. 10:48 to go. Donahue, Nelner, and can't see who that is over there. I think that's Baker. Yep, Baker. Defense is Meller and Nurka. This is Izzy Nurka around the backside of the cage. Fed to the middle by the Wolfpack, parried away that time by Meller. This one's going to make it to the point, but be kept in. And now the Cats get that out, but it's going to be offside against the Wolfpack again. So the Cats doing a good job of punching that into neutral ice, but unable to generate any offense. Last matchup between these two teams was the first district game of the season in Cottage Grove. Spartacats won that one 4-2. And that's fed up through the slot. This is taken by Mercell. Mercell passes that along, looking for, I think that was Bauman. Wolfpack to the far side. Now they come through neutral ice. Strong stick there by the Spartacats, keeps it out. Here's Mercell bringing it across the, well, I thought she was going to bring it across the line. And now we have offside against the Spartacats. 9:47 to go here, first period. Start of a very, very busy week for the Spartacats. They will be playing in Danglefest starting tomorrow. 2 games Monday, 2 games Tuesday. We'll see if they play Wednesday. And then, of course, on Thursday, everyone will be driving to Fargo to play in the International U10 Spectacular. Scott, Mercell, your forwards. Scott battles there. Tries to feed that along. Left side of your screen. Pack out with it. Good step that time by Olson. Cats can't keep it in. This one gets a little bit away from Cron. Here's an opportunity, and they shoot and score! And the Wolfpack strike first with 9:17 to go. Wouldn't call it necessarily a pure breakaway, but it was enough of a breakaway. Defense went for the poke check, and the Wolfpack player, to her credit, kept her legs churning. And the Spartacats find themselves down by a goal to nil here in the first period. 9:17 to go. An equipment issue. Equipment issue on the far side, so a buckled chin strap, I think. In any event, we're ready now, ready to drop the puck. This one comes for Olson, near side. She feathers that along, now chases. Donahue will try to keep it in. Pack battling there, left side of your screen. Pack with it in the corner, it's fed towards the middle. Cron slaps that down into the corner. Baker almost reaches that, good effort there. Donahue's gonna try to keep it in. This comes towards Olson. Olson tries to go cross ice, can't. This one's gonna come for Cron, who feeds it across, looking for a teammate, does. Nicely done there. Good defense that time by the Pack, but here comes Mira Donahue. Donahue over the blue line. Good strong stick work there by the Wolfpack, and now they circle behind their cage. Kept in backhand by Cron. Doesn't slide as deep as she'd like. Donahue deep with a forecheck. Baker now with the try. Olson goes to the poke check. And offside against the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with good energy this morning. Spartacats so far with good energy, but need to maintain that. 8:15 to go here, first period. Wolfpack with a 1-0 lead. This comes for Nurka. Nurka, top of your screen. She gets across the red line, sends it in. Off of one Cottage Grove player, goes down into the corner. Battle there for Nelner. Battle for, this is Bauman. It's fed out towards the top. The offensive area, Bauman again with the side. Good defense there. Physical play on the far side by the Wolfpack. This comes loose for Bauman. Bauman shoots. It's deflected and goes across. Scott tries a centering pass, looking for Nelner. Nelner couldn't get that one off of her stick. This one comes to the point. Meller is going to fire it in. Goes to the far corner. Nelner, the first one there. Gets it on her forehand. Now she pulls it onto the backhand. Good centering pass that time for Nelner. This is going to fall for Scott, who feeds the middle. And other Spartacats just too deep that time as Meller pokes that in. Now it comes out to neutral ice. Cats do finally tag up. Puck bottom of your screen. Meller chips that wrong right in front of the scorer's table. Donahue 1v3 stood up at the line. And here come the Wolfpack, the other one the other way. Everybody falling down, and here's Eden Meller. Eden Meller with a head of steam. She steams through neutral ice. Pushes it across. She was going to get rubbed out probably on the near side. Meller sends that down deep. Held in by Baker. Mercel's going to try to get to this one first. Wolfpack just a little bit faster to the puck right now than the Spartacats are. This one comes for Mercel. Mercel feeds that back to the middle. Comes for Cron. Cron sends it in towards goal, and it rolls in, but goes wide. 6:12 to go, I should say. Good feathered along that time by the Wolfpack. This comes for Cron. Cron backhanding it instead of turning to the forehand. This gets sent in on J-War, and J-War squeezes the pad on it with exactly 6 minutes to go in the first period, and the score 1-0. Wilhelm taking the net from J-War. Bauman, Scott, and Shack are your forwards. That one takes a deflection off of a skate, goes right into the slot. And good save there by Wilhelm. Rebound was given up, but cleared away by the defense. Cats try to get this one out of their own zone. And here goes Olsen across the line. Olsen with an opportunity. Olsen to the side. Olsen shoots. And it's a save at the near post by the keeper. That was a tricky little save. She had the near post covered, but Olsen put some elevation on that one. And with 5:30 to go, it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Spartacats. Taken by Aurelia Nelner as Natalie Bauman falls. That's Shack. Shack shoots. Took a deflection on the way in. Scott in the corner, fires to the middle, but nobody there. Shack now tries to get back over there. Nurka's going to try to keep it in. She does. It's a good play by Izzy Nurka, keeping the offensive play alive. Scott doing a nice job there. This is claimed by Shack. Shack backhand toward the middle. Scott sent on. Ooh, good deflection. Opportunity here for the Spartacats as Miller sends that across everybody. Bauman will chase. This one's going to stay in. It's going to get by everybody. And that had to be saved by Wilhelm. A little miscommunication there for Wilhelm and Meller. This one comes out to neutral ice, and this is Nelner. She's fresh off the bench. Can't control that one. Now Nelner's going to chase this one again. Donahue's going to give her some help, but it's going to get wrapped around. Meller to the near side. Tries to keep it in, sends it back down into the corner. 4:25 to go here, first period. Score 1-0 as the Wolfpack have taken an early lead. Pack breaking out around the backside. Nelner tries to tie it up there. She does. Nicely done. Nelner has an opportunity. Nelner defensed there by a couple of Wolfpack players. Pack around the back of the net. And a good centering pass that time, but Nelner breaks that up. This one gets by everybody, and this is going to go for icing as it slides by Wilhelm. So with 3:43 to go, icing against the Wolfpack, and the Spartacats will have another offensive zone face-off, trailing by a score of 1-0. Wolfpack have played the Spartacats already once this year. As I said earlier, the Spartacats victorious in that one, 4-2. Pack getting a late goal to make it a little bit closer. Cron shoots from distance, that rolls in, it's deflected that way behind the net. Ooh, dangerous centering pass there for the Wolfpack. Marcel almost gets on the end of that. Good defense that time by Scott, keeping it in. This one comes to Olsen. Olsen feeds the middle, but nobody's there. That one's going to be sent out, and that's going to go for icing all the way down. And another offensive zone face-off for the Spartacats. 3:09 to go. Interestingly enough, the Wolfpack are the team that the Spartacats will play 3 times this year. Farmington has moved from B2 to B1, so we lost one of our games against Lakeville, our 3rd game against Lakeville, but we will still play the Wolfpack 3 times this season. Scott battling on the near side. This one comes to the middle. Good step there by Cron. Can't keep it in, but she keeps the puck in momentarily. Marcel tries to keep that in. And the Pack cleared out to neutral ice. This comes for Olsen. Olsen fires across neutral ice. This is Donahue giving chase on the far side. Pack gets to it first. Donahue reaching. Good job by Donahue. Tries to keep it in. This comes for Olsen. Olsen with it. Olsen, Marcel just, as Olsen tries to get onto her forehand, Marcel was getting in her way, and this one's going to be sent down. This is not going to go for icing, as Olsen is going to circle. Olsen to Donahue. Donahue sends that in. Stood up there at the blue line. Olsen again trying to get it deep. This goes for Marcel. Marcel can't get this one in. Baker goes the other direction. Nurka with it. She feathers that forward, and it finally gets into the offensive zone for the Spartacats, though the Wolfpack control. 1:52 to go here in the first period. Cron with it. She feeds that in over the red line. Nicely done. Goes down behind the green cage. And here come the Wolfpack as Shack goes in on the deep on the forecheck. She pokes that back away from the Wolfpack, and it gets down deep. This one comes to neutral ice. This is Eden Miller. Eden Miller through neutral ice, and Baker offside as the Cats come in just a little bit too early. 1:22 to go. Nelner, Bauman, and Scott, your forwards. Miller and Nurka, your defenders. Puck goes to the back, and this is kept out by Eden Miller right at the point. Nicely done. This gets sent down, but the Pack control. Pack trying to dig it out and get it out. They do. This comes to neutral ice. Here's Izzy Nurka. She chips that off the boards. Spartacat forwards will go chase into the last minute of play here in the first period. Cats have not had any grade A scoring chances as of yet, and this might be one as it falls for Eden Miller. Eden Miller shoots, but tried to put everything on that one. Didn't quite get good contact. And the Wolfpack come out with it and feed that down deep with 39 seconds to go. Miller chips that up, looking for Scott. It gets sent to the middle. This is Nurka. Nurka sends that out. I think this is going to be icing against the Spartacats as the puck will make it to the end line. And so with 26.5 seconds to go here in the first period, Spartacats will have a defensive zone face-off to the right of Melissa Wilhelm. Cats just need to win the face-off, get to the intermission. Shot from a distance, blocked that time by the Cats. This rolls in towards the crease, kept out by Olsen. Kept in at the point by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack shooting from distance, 10 seconds to go. That one slides wide. This will come for Donahue, tries to get that out. This is Olsen with 2 seconds left. And Olsen is gonna run out of time as she brings that over the blue line. And we will move to the second period with a score 1-0 in favor of the Wolfpack. All right, back for second period action here from Woog Arena, home of the South St. Paul Packers that apparently hosted or are hosting the Kaposia tournament, which caused a little bit of a snafu on the iPad earlier today. But we have Baker, Mercell, and Donahue, your forwards. Olsen and Cron are your defenders. Cats need to get onside. Cron tries to bring that one across. She's dispossessed. Donahue covers. Cron chases that one down behind Ruth Jawor's cage. Cron turns that one over in the corner. That's a good centering pass, but nobody there in green to try to take advantage. Cron battling there. This is fed in. Good hits side netting. And J. War smothers that one with 11:22 to go here in the first period. Cats need some energy this morning. Not moving with the crispness, perhaps, that we're accustomed to seeing from them. But every shift is an opportunity to insert themselves, and here's Zoe Scott with an opportunity. Zoe pumping the legs. Zoe in, opportunity and a penalty. A very clear penalty and a good, I got to tell you, a good penalty to take. That is a good penalty to take. An excellent penalty to take if you're the Wolfpack, because Zoe Scott's probably going to score there more times than not. So a good penalty to take. The Spartacats will have a power play. Wolfpack have got to get the right number of players on the ice. As with 11-11, they will now be shorthanded for 1 minute. Shack wins that faceoff, comes to the middle, but then it's immediately sent out that time by the Wolfpack. Eden Miller has that puck, circles right in front of her own goal. Olivia Shack with it, chips that along. Here's an opportunity for Zoe Scott. Zoe Scott, a good burst of energy, feeds right through the crease and nobody there. Can the Cats even keep it in? They don't. It was very, very close, no question about that. Referees have a better view than we do. And offside against the Spartacats. And we're already today in this game, a handful of times Spartacats have, seems like the bad luck has kind of gone against them. Need a little puck luck this morning maybe to get things going, as Nelner wins that one, brings it into the offensive zone. Olsen's gonna step, she's gonna fire from distance. This is a crossing opportunity. Oh, and Cron got caught a little bit too deep. Unlucky that time for Cron. She's looking for the back door. This one gets fed through. I think that was off, might have been offside against the Wolfpack, but we'll see on the replay. This is a battle on the near side. 7 seconds left, and the man advantage will expire with no appreciable opportunities for the Spartacats. This one comes out to neutral ice. Olsen feathers that along, and that'll be icing against the Spartacats with 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes and 1 second to go here in the second period. There'll be an ice face-off in the defensive end for the Spartacats coming up at the top of your screen. Bauman, Marcel, and I can't tell who that is. Can't tell who that is on the far side, but in any event, we have Eden Miller is going to bring that out to neutral ice. Miller still battling with it. Gets it on her forehand. Goes backhand, tries to feed that through. It's intercepted that time by the Wolfpack. Marcel far side. Feeds that back. That goes towards the middle. Opportunity and a shot and a goal. So good turnover by the Spartacats, and the Wolfpack cash in. 9:34 to go, and now the Spartacats finding themselves on the wrong end of a 2-goal lead. Baker feathers that along. This is going to go all the way down. There's not going to be icing on this one. They're not going to, blow ice, call icing on that. Spartacats unable to keep that in. Oh, I check it. Izzy Nurka did a nice job keeping it in, but Donahue not able to clear the zone. So offside against the Spartacats. 9:18 to go. And Spartacats need some energy. This is the first time, if I recall correctly, this is the first time the Spartacats have been down by multiple goals in a game, in a district game, certainly. And speaking of which, here's an opportunity for Mira Donahue. Donahue in, opportunity, held it, backhands, feeds that behind. Baker's going to try to feed it in. It hits a skate. Step here for Nurka. Nurka feeds it down looking for Baker. Baker tries the crossing pass, but it's broken up there by the Wolfpack. They use the boards well, try to get it out. Nurka unable to keep it in. It comes to neutral ice. Miller pitchforks that one back towards the middle. This comes for Donahue. Donahue needs to skate it across, but since she goes across, it's going to be icing. And with 8:42 to go, icing against the Spartacats will bring the faceoff all the way down to the left. Spartacats in their whites with the royal blue trim and red numbers. Wolfpack in their road greens with the white numbers. Milner slaps that one towards the boards. Cats just need to get a little offense here. Really not any opportunities in this game so far for the Spartacats, other than maybe Zoe Scott's semi-breakaway. Nelner with it. She's going to feed it backhand in. Bad camera work. That one's going to go for icing if it makes it all the way down. It's not going to make. I don't think it's going to make it all the way down. Referee was going to blow, but decided to go the other direction with it. This is Olsen through neutral ice. Olsen gains the zone. Olsen rubbed off there. Nicely done. This comes for Scott covering. Olsen in the middle. That's Nelner who feeds that down deep. Bauman chasing. This one kept in momentarily. And here come the Wolfpack going the other direction. Nicely done there by Cron. Good poke check. Cron pumping the legs, gets her eyes up, looks for a teammate, goes around one defender. Now around a couple of defenders, gets absolutely hooked down. That's a hook. The referees missed that one. Opportunity here for Bauman in the corner. Bauman lost her edge there in the far corner. Marcel battling there. Everybody battling. It's getting a little heated down there in the corner. This comes for Donahue, feeds it in. This is Marcel's going to chase it. Marcel still pushing up the near side. Cron with a good poke check there. Opportunity. She can't touch the puck. Don't touch the puck. Don't touch the puck. Don't touch the puck. Good. Now you can touch the puck. Oh, good. Not too many men that time. Waited far too long for that, though. Cron with a good poke check. Here come the Spartacats. Here's Marcel with an opportunity. Cats just need to get some shots to the net. This is Meller, but that's going to get behind her. And offside against the Spartacats, 6:37 to go. And the Spartacats in desperate need of some energy. Some energy, some creativity, some razzle-dazzle, something, some juice to get this going. I know it's before 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning, but this is a team they've matched up well against in the past. You would think that they would continue to match up well against them. They need to play smart. This one falls for Meller, far side. She shoots from the far side, but it's blocked there. Tries to hold the point, gets it back, pulls that to her backhand, right in front of the benches. Baker chips that along. Baker will chase. Shack with a deep forecheck. Nicely done. Shack loses an edge, goes down. Nurka tries to hold it in, but can't. Battle right in front of the scorer's table, bottom of your screen. This comes for Zoe Scott. Zoe Scott with an opportunity. Has the edge, gains the edge, is in. Opportunity, shoots, and it hits the side netting. Good. I can't tell if it's the side of the goal or whether it's just a good save. Scott with another opportunity. Has it taken off of her stick. Nurka is going to try to keep that one in, but she can't. This is going to go down deep. No icing as Meller gets to it first. Eden Miller is going to have a chance to skate this. And she brings it through neutral ice. Cats need to get out of her way. She's got a head of steam. Miller brings it across. Opportunity for Eden Miller. Feeds towards the middle. Goes right through the crease. Right through the crease. Two Cats there, and nobody can get a stick on it. What a beautiful centering pass that time by Eden Miller. But nobody could get on the end of it. And this one makes it out to neutral ice. Eden Miller goes cross ice to Mira Donahue. Donahue far side. Donahue gains the zone, but has it taken off of her stick. Less than 5 minutes to go here. Second period. Score 2-0 favor of the Wolfpack. This one gets wrapped around behind for Olsen. Olsen has an opportunity. Olsen with a head of steam. Cats need to get out of the way. Give Olsen a little bit of room. She brings it over the line. is stood up there. Tries to now get back to her defensive position. This falls for Nelner. Nelner with an opportunity. Nelner in on goal. Nelner shoots and it goes wide. Cron pinches, can't keep that in. Olsen with a good back check there. Good job by Bauman with a back check. Good battle in the corner. Multiple girls. This one gets pushed to the near corner. 3:54 to go. Cats need to get this out. Need to generate some offense. Not sure where it's going to come from, but somebody needs to create some offense for the Spartacats. Other than the earlier breakaway and Miller's good crossing pass, the Cats have not had opportunities. The opportunity here for the Wolfpack, and Donahue stones them. Nice job by Jaywar that time. Cron with some fancy stick work. She brings it in, tries to slide it through. I'm not sure if that was an attempted pass or a dump. I'm not sure what was going on there, but in any event, we play on. Baker tries to get that one in over the zone. Now Baker keeps it in. Nicely done. This one comes out to the outside. And Cron sends it in, and we'll have offside against the Spartacats. 3:04 to go here in the second period. And just a real lack of continuity in terms of offensive opportunities for the Spartacats. Just missing that extra gear. Wilhelm now between the pipes for the Spartacats as Jaywar has a seat. Shack, Bauman, and I think that's Scott. Yes, Scott on the far side. Miller tries to keep defensively to keep that one out. Slides in. This is Bauman, loses an edge, goes down, but sends it down the other direction. This one falls for Shack. Shack's going to get this on her stick. Shoots it towards goal. It's blocked by the defense. They circle around. Oh, almost a dangerous opportunity there for the Wolfpack. Cats need to get back now. Shack loses an edge. This one goes by Nurka. Nurka's going to have to break her neck to get there. She does. Nurka feeds that forward. Took a weird hop. Here's Zoe Scott. She's got two defenders flat-footed. Zoe Scott hits the jet. She's got a player to the middle. She's going to try to center it. Has it taken off of her stick. Bauman keeps it in. Sends it down behind the net. Nicely done there. Pack tried to break out on the far side. Kept in by the Spartacats. Goes towards the slot, but nobody there. Somebody in a Spartacat jersey's got to get on the other end of some of these passes. This is Nurka. She fires this one until it's blocked. Here's Donahue. Donahue rips and sends it in. And that's saved by the Wolfpack keeper with 1 minute 50 seconds to go here in the second period. I'm not sure if the Spartacats are in fact, I know the Spartacats are not in double digits for shots. So a very tame offensive performance so far for the Spartacats. Very uncharacteristic. Cron will try to keep this in at the point for Baker and Nelner. She does momentarily. Nelner now battling with it. Is that puck ever going to come out? Or is somebody going to be able to keep it in? Baker does. Opportunity for Baker. Good defense that time by the Wolfpack, taking that away. She had Donahue breaking to the middle. This one goes to the far side. Nelner steers that to the middle. Gets it on her backhand, now on her forehand. Nelner with an opportunity. She shoots from distance. It's a bouncing puck and a goal! Donahue pokes it in. Nelner's shot created the rebound, and Donahue opportunistically at the back door poked home the rebound, and it's 2-1 favor of the Wolfpack, and the Spartacats are on the board here with 1:14 to go in the second period. Cats just need to keep shooting and keep crashing the net. Opportunity for Nelner again. Nelner brings it across. Nelner has that taken off her stick, tries to get that on her forehand. She's hauled down. That's, I think that's probably a trip they missed again. Again, not that power plays are all that big a deal, but opportunity here for Cron. Cron with it. Cron strong on her skates. Feeds that to the middle and nobody there in a white jersey. Cats have to step over each other. Good poke check there by Donahue. This one comes near side. That one gets steered back to the middle. Can the Cats keep it in? 35 seconds to go here. That one came out, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 30.5 seconds to go. Here in the second period, the Cats have struck to cut this back to a 1-goal game. Test of character for the Spartacats. They've not had to come back from too many situations in this season, and they've got to do it now. This one comes near side for, whoa! Just out of control, just nothing in it, just lost, just out of control. I think everybody's okay. Sounded probably worse than it really was, but yep, they're gonna be a 2-minute, oh, there'll be a penalty for that one. Again, sounded worse than it really was, but penalty for the Wolfpack. We'll see the Spartacats go to the power play. Marcel, Baker, Scott, your forwards. Nurka and Meller, your defenders. 23 seconds to go. This comes in towards Scott. Scott swipes that to the far corner. Nobody in a white jersey there chasing. Now Scott tries to get her own pass. Does momentarily. And Wolfpack come breaking out the other direction. 9 seconds to go. Wolfpack bring that over. Good poke check there by Meller. 5 seconds to go. Can Meller keep it down there in the corner? 1 second to go. And we will have a third period where the Spartacats will start on the power play, at least officially will start on the power play. 37 seconds of a man advantage. So Spartacats making a case to climb back into this game after a fairly lackluster beginning. So they're gonna have to put 37 seconds back on the clock for the man advantage. But that's okay. Last time these two teams played, it was the Cottage Grove Wolfpack that couldn't get any offense going, and today so far it's been the Spartacats who have been limited, I think it's fair to say limited offensively. So I think they're just going to count 37 seconds. Oh, there we go, 37 seconds, awesome. Look at that. 37 seconds back on the board. Third period action, 12 minutes on the clock. Teams have switched ends as Shaq wins that face-off. Gets turned over there to the Wolfpack and gets poked down deep. This goes by Eden Meller. Meller with an opportunity, tries to get it out, does. Puck goes down the other direction. Wolfpack will chase. All three forwards in a line. Shaq sends that down deep. Donahue, I think, is going to chase this one. Comes to the near side. This comes from Meller. Eden Meller, bottom of your screen, sends that in. He's going to have another opportunity, and this slips by her. Nurka's going to have to try to chase this one down as Meller gets to it first. Here's Meller far side. Meller backhands that one. And it gets into the pack zone. Shaq tries to spin to the middle. Spartacats just need to connect here. There you go, good pass there. This feeds Baker to the middle. Baker loses control. This comes from Meller. Meller shoots from distance. It rolls in on the keeper, and it's loose, or was loose for momentarily. Somebody in a white jersey's got to be there. 10:52 to go. Spartacats are undefeated in this district season with a mark of 6-0-3. And right now they have everything to do to climb in back into this one. This one's held in by Cron. Cron from distance. It rolls in, paddled away that time by the Wolfpack goalie. This comes to the side. Cron pinching in. Cron shoots. It's blocked. Cron again with it. Tries to feed across. Opportunity for Nelner. That was a great centering pass. Nelner, that came in really hot. Olsen battling near side. She's got 3 defenders in front of her. Loses control of it. This one's pitched to the middle by Scott. Nelner keeps it in. Scott keeps it in. Cats on top of each other there a little bit. This one comes for Olsen. Olsen circles neutral ice. Goes cross ice to Cron. Cron goes the other direction for Nelner. Nelner's going to have the puck and gain the zone. Nelner slides to the middle. And it's pitched back out towards the boards by the Wolfpack. 10 minutes to go here. Third period action. Spartacats chasing the game. Cron chasing the puck. Keeps it in momentarily. Olsen's going to try to keep it in. Marcel off the bench will give chase. This is Olsen. Donahue ties her up at the blue line. That might have been offside, but in any event we play on. Olsen had an opportunity, could not get the centering pass to Marcel. And this one goes down behind the Wolfpack cage. Cats need to keep feeding that slot. This one comes down to the point. Nurka loses an edge, and now it's a 2-on-1 going the other direction. Good poke check that time by Eden Miller. Here's Donahue. Donahue over. Might have missed an offside there as Donahue sends that in. And it's paddled aside. 9 minutes to go. Cats desperate for another one. Wolfpack bring that down into the Spartacat end. Eden Miller, good defense there. Nurka with it. Nurka tries to feed that up the point. She loses an edge and goes down. Backhand centering attempt goes wide, and here's Eden Miller. Eden Miller tries to feed the point, gets that out. That came out. And we will have a neutral zone face-off with 8:42 to go here in the third period. Have to say, on balance, the Wolfpack have been the better team on the ice today. But the Spartacats climbing perhaps back into the game. We'll have to see how this story gets written. Face-off win that time by the Wolfpack. Gets sent down deep behind Ruth Jawar. Miller around the side. Miller with open ice. Miller steaming through neutral ice. Opportunity for Eden Miller. Good poke check that time. She's centering pass by Eden Miller. Comes off of her stick. Unlucky that time. Somebody in white's got to cover for Eden when that happens. And this falls for Nurka. Nurka gets it on her stick. Has a defender inside. Interesting collision there. Bauman can't get on the end of that. But Jawar was down for it, and Bauman took it away from her, I think. Either that or Ruth pushed it out towards Bauman. Not sure what happened there. Cats need to get control of this one. Shack with it. Shack's going to come across into neutral ice. And she goes down. There's a body check. Wasn't called. And Miller unable to get her teammates onside. So referees letting them play a little bit, which again, if they've done that the whole game, then that's fine. But if you're going to reward physical play, you're going to have to, there's a chance that it might be used by a team just to deny goal scoring opportunities. You got to call penalties. Spartacats win this one. It comes for Cron. Cron tries to get it in, but it's taken off of her stick. She gets it back. Short stick and all. Cron sends it to the near side. Here's Nelner. Nelner stays on her feet. Nicely done. This falls for Donahue. She feeds that forward for Nelner. It's off the back of her skate, though. And here come the Wolfpack. Olsen with it. Olsen far side. Olsen around a couple of defenders. Cats just need to get this out of their zone and get some zone time. Cron's going to go far side. Olsen's going to get to this first. Mara Olsen pumping the legs. Brings it in over the blue line. Fights off a defender. Good defense that time. At first we were a little worried that might be a nasty collision. Instead, the Spartacats with it. Nelner tries to pull that to her forehand. Couldn't. A slash in there that wasn't called. Cron shoots from distance, but all the Spartacats have cleared the crease. Cron again tries to keep it in, does momentarily. Baker now chasing it. Cron battling far side, keep it in. Baker also with a stick. Well done. Somebody needs to be in the middle. All of the Spartacats grouped together, and that's going to be problematic as Cron now turns the puck over. Falls for the Wolfpack. Cron with it, goes the other direction, but it's off of a teammate's stick. Spartacats not keeping their shape whatsoever. Everybody out of position, 6 minutes to go. Cron feeds that to the side, but didn't hit Baker. Needs to put that pass right where it needs to be. Shot from the point, that slides wide. Wilhelm now in for the Spartacats. Olsen with it. Olsen goes cross ice, and that's gonna go, is that gonna go for icing? No, it's not gonna go for icing. Cron busting her rear end from defense, feeds it toward the middle. Wow, I didn't see Cron coming out of the middle. Now Scott battling for it, Eden Miller battling for it. Bauman and Miller collide. Marcel tries to get it on net, can't. Scott far side, still 5:22 to go. Plenty of time if the Spartacats can just generate some offense. This one comes near side. Puck gets sent down deep. Play to the far side. This is Zoe Scott giving chase. All three Spartacat forwards giving chase. Miller shoots from distance. Nobody in white shirt in front of the net. Again, somebody in white's got to be there. Marcella not able to keep that one in. This one's going to go for icing. If it makes it, it won't. Nicely done. Eden Miller with an opportunity here. She's going to have a lot of open ice as long as her teammates give her space. Here's Eden Miller around a number of players. Eden Miller around a third player. Good defense. She's going to slide that across. Opportunity! And she save. It was a save right there on the line. What a save. What a shot and what a save. Eden Miller taking matters into her own hands, doing the best she can to get that on as Nurka has to leave the ice. We'll get a right 5 on. So we've got Olsen and Cron at forwards. Shack, Donahue, and Baker are your defenders. Olsen, DWS to Cron. Cron goes to Olsen, who wasn't ready for that one, or Donahue, I should say. It was a good idea, just didn't quite come off. Donahue, I don't think, was looking for that one. And this one's going to go the other direction. Nicely done. Baker can't get that one off onto her forehand. 4 minutes to go. Spartacats desperately chasing this one. All three forwards in the corner. Cron's going to step and take an opportunity, shoot from distance. It's flicked on that time. Cron's got to hit the target. Fed to the middle for Olsen. Here's Shack. Shack shoots. And a save by the keeper with 3:40 to go. Spartacats need some magic, no question about that. It'll be an offensive zone face-off to the left of the Wolfpack cage. Wolfpack only have one district win against the other Spartacat U10 team, so this one would be a sweet win for them if they're able to hold on to this lead for the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds. This comes to the middle. Battle there. Bauman tries to break that free. This falls for Nurka, and that one slides out to the point. Neutral ice. Here's Eden Miller. Eden Miller feeds that along. Somebody in a white jersey's got to get this in deep, and now they've got to get control of it. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Scott giving chase on the forecheck on the far side, tries to hold it in. It's kept in there. Miller keeps it in momentarily. Now she keeps it in for good. Nicely done, Eden Miller. Good step. Eden Miller to the middle, slides it to the middle. Eden Miller doing it again. And the Wolfpack play that behind their own cage. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Now the Wolfpack managed to clear the zone. Miller missed that one, which is just as well. I think the Spartacats were probably offside. Nelner and Scott on top of each other. Nelner shoots. Scott chasing to the far side. Pack brings it across. They're just playing really good defense now. Pack tried to get this towards the middle. Chipped up in the air by Nurka. Nurka spilled for her trouble. This is Scott. That gets fed out. And here's an opportunity for Meller. Meller around one defender. Meller with a chance. Meller shoots. Meller hits the goalie. Good save by the goalie. I think Meller might have had a little bit of open space around the edges, but she had defense breathing down on her. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go. 1 goal game in favor of the Wolfpack. Wolfpack coaches exhorting their team just to get the puck out of the zone. The Spartacat net is empty. Opportunity here for the Spartacats. Need to stay on the puck. Olsen keeps it in. This gets slid towards the keeper, and again, no one there in a white jersey. Cron tries to keep it in. Does momentarily. There needs to be somebody in front. 1 minute, 45 seconds to go. This one feeds towards the point. Cron tries to hold it. Here come the Wolfpack going the other direction. Wolfpack, turn that one over. Olsen slaps it on, and here's Marcel. Marcel with an opportunity. Marcel shoots, and a save by the keeper. Is loose. Is it loose? It's not loose. 1 minute, 24 seconds to go. Exciting stuff. Here from Woog Arena. An empty net for the Spartacats. 84 seconds to go. A 1-goal game. Everybody needs to go straight to the net. This one comes to the far side. Eden Miller shoots, scores! Eden Miller ties the game with 1 minute 19 to go. The face-off win by Olivia Shack. It went far to Eden Miller. And Eden Miller ties the game with 1 minute 19 to go. A cruel result for the Wolfpack as they've been the better team on the ice. And we're knotted up at 2 here with 1 minute 19 to go. Spartacats getting their players set. This one gets dumped down deep. And this one comes in, an opportunity for the Spartacats. And an absolutely terrible call. That's an absolutely terrible call after what they've let go early in this third period. They're going to give Olsen a penalty for body checking, or probably body checking. But again, this is a absolutely brutal call with 1 minute 3 to go. So with 1 minute 3 to go, the Spartacats just need to get this out of their zone. Defenders are Meller, Nurka, and that will slide out of the zone. And here's Eden Miller. She's pumping the legs. She's going to bring it over the line. Eden Miller couldn't quite get to it. Bauman going the other direction. Spartacats are down a man, and it's a 3-on-0 going the other way. Spartacats get lost. Spartacats shoot, and they score. The Wolfpack have taken the lead again on the power play with 44 seconds to go. A defensive breakdown gave up a 3-on-0 going the other direction. The penalty is over. And 44 seconds to go. The Wolfpack have reclaimed the lead. Spartacats have an empty net now with 44 seconds to go. They need to win this faceoff, and they do. Opportunity for the Spartacats as it's brought across. Here's Cron with it. Cron far side. Cron gets spun around. Scott battles in the corner. Spartacats just need to get control of it. Meller with it, feeds towards the middle. Donahue towards the middle. Scott shoots, and that goes off the keeper. 25 seconds to go. Meller's going to feed the point again. Donahue waiting in front of the net. Cron's going to have to hold this one in. And she does. It's fed towards the middle. This falls for Neller. Neller shoots, and Neller misses just wide. 10 seconds to go. This one comes to the near side. Comes for Olsen. Olsen feeds it to the middle. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3. And time is going to run out on the Spartacats' undefeated season. Fair play to the Wolfpack of Cottage Grove. They were the better team today through most of the game. And the Spartacats came out a little flat, got behind by 2 goals, and had to dig out of just a hole they could not dig out of. Spartacats showing fighting spirit at the end, certainly. but a defensive breakdown doomed the Spartacats. And the final score here from Woog Arena, 3-2 favor of the Wolfpack, and the Spartacats lose their first district game of the season. Again, there will be Danglefest coverage tomorrow. Not sure which games are going to be broadcast on this channel. Certainly the later evening games probably will. Not sure about the ones during the day. But we will see you later on the channel. And thanks for joining us here from South St. Paul. Good night, everybody.